you have to understand the marketing ecosystem you have to put out here in order to convert people into the things that y'all want them to convert in. So it comes with a combination of different things. But I also post 5 times a day. So you're going to see Smitty Da Goat every single day on my organic and my paid stuff. I'm also posting on multiple different platforms, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. I'm not just relying on one social media source. So me putting myself out there on different platforms and different things in different ways, that's why I'm able to capture more people too. It's not just because you see me on Instagram, oh, he getting a whole bunch of people through Instagram. No, I got some people on Facebook. I had some people come through on Instagram. As people come through on TikTok. As people come through on YouTube. As people come through on LinkedIn. I'm beating you because you only post on Instagram. You only post on you Instagram, YouTube only. I have 3 more platforms and opportunities more to get more people than you. So like a whole ecosystem of things need to happen. But if you're doing this and not utilizing ecosystem or frameworks or information from people at a higher level that taught you how to do and what to do, then you're going to just promote regularly or think you're doing good marketing or being consistent when you're doing it, but you're doing it at a low level because you don't even understand what it takes in order to convert people because you haven't even learned it.
Yo, look, I know you're enjoying the episode right now, but just give me a few seconds of your time so I can help you upgrade yourself and get to the bag. I have the #1 AI community on the school app for non-tech savvy users. And on this community, they're going to have 6, 7, and 8-figure AI experts teaching you how to use AI. This is way bigger than ChatGPT. Yeah, they're going to teach you how to use ChatGPT more effectively and build better prompts, but they also going to show you how to build ebooks, create websites, and chatbots. They're also going to show you how to create images, voiceovers, and music using AI. This is something that you do not want to miss out on because this is going to help you automate your business so you can get paid every single month. Yo, we got bills that come out of our bank accounts every month. Therefore, we should be getting paid automatically every single month. Do not miss out on this opportunity. I need you to download the school app right now. Search Digital Boss Code so you can start learning AI and you can build your business. But I ain't even tell you the best part about it. Yo, this is a done-for-you business, meaning that you can resell it to other people and you can make 50% of the revenue each and every month. Download the school app right now. Search Digital Boss Code and start making this money. It's too much money out here for us not to be getting none. Let's get back into this episode. Yo, what's poppin', man? You don't know what time it is. J Hill Podcast. We are here. I got a special guest, man. Last time we did an interview, shit went up, man. Yeah. When my guy here by himself, Smitty Da Goat was in the building.
What's up, man?
What up,
guy?
Dog?
How you feeling, my guy?
I'm all right, man. Yo, where you get the goat from, bro?
Which one?
The goat.
Oh,
you
man. You know what I'm saying?
The goat, bro?
No, just joking. To be honest, bro, I think I seen somebody else had that joint a long time ago. I know when I first started, I had to come up with some name. I knew I was going to build something big. So, like, when I first got on my journey, I'm like, man, what could I do to be able to try to figure out some household name I could put on the internet as my name? And I think I seen somebody else with it a long time ago, and I just put my name with it.
Yo, I seen you just went to Vegas.
Yeah.
Did you already have your tickets when you made the post at first?
No.
That wasn't.
I still didn't have my ticket.
For real?
So
you just did you go to the fight actually? Or?
I went to the fight, but this is a lesson within itself, like the cost of inaction. Like I've been wanting to go to the fight. I've been hearing about it, but I waited till the last minute. Right. When I waited till the last minute, the price of the tickets went higher and higher and higher and higher. Mm-hmm. Same thing in life shit. Y'all be waiting till the last minute. I'm push it off, do it next week, next month. Now the price, the cost of it is higher because you taking so long to do it. You could have been did it would have been way easier, cheaper, but then you take so long to do it, now it costs you higher.
And you was on the floor?
Yeah, I was on the floor. So the experience of going to a fight, bro, it was like 10 out of 10, bro. The relationships, the connections, the people just not even that you gotta meet somebody or they know who you is already, but the first interaction, like, hey, shaking a hand, put face to name, and then like, let's just say I go viral. Then they like, oh shoot, I think I seen at the get. Then it connected, and then there could be more. It's an opportunity for us to connect at some point in time. So
let me ask you this then: do you have to come with the whole package? And when I mean the package part is like, like rappers had the rapper kit, right? The chain and shit like that. If you go to the fight, even though you're on the floor, like the floor seats cost a lot. Yeah. Do you still need the whole
Do you
ensemble?
Need the jury and all that? Nah, this jury stuff is like preferable. Like this stuff not needed or not mandatory for you to use to be able to build relationships or to do even this marketing stuff. Like people think that you don't.
Okay.
Me personally, this is just what I like. I love it. I love the jewelry and APs and chains. I love this stuff. I always wanted this stuff since I was little, so I was always gonna get it regardless if somebody else got it or not.
Yeah.
It's just what I like personally, regardless if I was gonna be showing it or not. It was gonna be got regardless.
Nah, because a lot of people say like do the Rolex because like it's a conversation starter. Right? You make money from it. Your Rolex make you money.
Yeah.
And like I definitely have seen it. Like you've been in the rooms and like, damn, that's fire.
For sure.
So I'm wondering like, do still look at you the same? Even though I got the same seats, I just don't got the drip.
It's preferable to the person. So some people, yes. Then some people, no.
Okay, cool. Let me ask you this then. What about the type of people? Because now I'm hearing that you gotta be careful because you might do the Lamborghini, the jewelry and all that, but now your client ain't as I don't know good as the one you get without that.
It's like a little thin line between it. This is what I think. Everybody just gotta be themselves. Like, don't do it for a different reason than being yourself. So like if you truly desirably want to do it and that's just you, then do it.
Right.
But don't do it because you think this is gonna happen or that's gonna happen. I do this because I want this and truly want it. I don't care if the person perceive me as this or that. This is just my life and what I'm doing. You gotta do it in that manner. If you don't do it in that manner, then it would turn a little tricky, you know what I mean? But truthfully, it's different angles of it. It's some angles where some people think and got this perception of me because of where I wear it. But when they talk to me, they looking around like, what the hell? This dude is smart as hell and know more than 90% of the people in this damn world when they have to sit down and have a conversation with me. But they look at me, they like, young, flashy, jewelry, all this other stuff. But then when I sit down to them, they like, oh, shoot. Like, this dude knows some shit at a high level to where he can help people change lives. You know what I mean? So, like, it be kind of funny and weird, but it is what it is.
I ain't gonna lie, Smitty. I got mad questions to ask you, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I'm just thinking,
you got a lot of questions.
This on live. I don't know if you want to be on live because now I got mad.
The episode gonna come out. I don't know. It is what it is.
But we can change some things. But
this man James not talking about something crazy.
I just got mad questions, bro. Damn. All right.
Go
cool.
ahead, Jay, buddy, man.
Yo, no, it's funny because like even on the investment tip though, but it's hard to tell somebody do this because of X, Y, and Z because that could not happen too.
Yeah.
For example, like when I first moved to Atlanta, I moved in a high rise. I was there for like 2 years. It was expensive as hell, but I tell people all the time, I'm like, I go in there and I'm like, yeah, it's expensive as hell. However, the people I see in there make it worth it. I'm gonna keep it all the way funky. But I can't tell the next person there because now they get on it, they get this bill and they like, man, this ain't worth it. Whereas though for me, I'll do it again. If I ain't had so much shit, I'll do it again.
Yeah.
So same with the jewelry, I guess.
Somewhat.
Or what about, all right, so you went to the fight. That could be a investment, right?
Yeah, some people don't understand how it is an investment too. Like some people don't get the understanding of if I put myself in an environment of high level people, connections can be made and more money could be made than what I spent at the seat for the fight. Even the understanding of perception and marketing standpoint when it comes to business. If I'm a person on the internet that's capping, I can't afford to go spend no $10,000 on the seat just because I decided yesterday. People that cap and that's because everybody talking about this, oh, people scamming, they ain't really making money online, something like that. Certain people on the internet, they can't do stuff like that. So you see the perception that could be had by them understanding that it's real of what I do or the money that I make. You kind of can't cap that. I can't cap that. Me leaving Atlanta, going to Vegas, and then get into an $8,000 seat. How could you cap that? Yeah. Because some people are like, I can't tell the difference between who making money or what's real, what's not. It's certain things you can't cap. You know what I mean? And I see people saying it's hard to really realize. It's not really hard to realize who really doing something or really got motion at doing something at a high level. Like for me, it's not. But so like certain things happens, but it ain't just me for me buying it. It ain't for that purpose. But I'm just saying that's just like a part of it. But the biggest part of it is connections and relationship building that could possibly happen. And it ain't mandatory that it's gonna happen either, but it's the possibility that.
And that's what I was gonna ask you. Some people say people don't even be prepared for the rooms that they want to get into, right?
That's true too.
So now you pay this bread, right? But you necessarily might not need to network. I mean, you always can take your business to another level, right?
Yeah.
But you might not need to network. So I'm saying from who you are to this day, successful, right, Smitty, right?
Yeah.
When you go, are you intentionally trying to network or you just vibing? Like, how are you carrying?
Both. I'm vibing and getting some air, having fun, getting away from business, doing something different. And I never did it before. That was the first thing. But also, my first mindset is if I'm here, my first mindset is networking, connecting. Okay. Who could I connect with that could make sense for me to get in bigger rooms, to me to build bigger relationships, do some business together, I might get a client. Mm-hmm. Truthfully, I got a client at the boxing ring.
Damn.
I got a client that paid me $25,000 just because I went. This is a prime example. This is a true story. One of the people that been watching me on the internet for so long, and like they never seen me in person. Mm-hmm. So they said the same thing, man, this internet stuff be weird, man. I don't know if people real. I don't know if they really saying they doing what they saying. But he like, you being here showed me that, like, man, first off, I shook your hand, is real. You know what I'm saying? I had a conversation with you, and you down on the floor with me. This makes sense. You know what I mean? And he literally like, I'm joining today. Send me the link. And I sent him the link tomorrow morning he woke up, he paid it.
Damn. That's
so fire. I was like, I actually made money because I went there.
Okay, what about things like I seen you at InvestFest, right? And I definitely want to talk to you about that too. But I seen you at InvestFest and you won the best vendor in the marketplace, right?
Yeah.
When you make investments like that, again, I'm looking at on the outside looking in, like, I mean, do you need these clients? Like, what's the purpose? Why are you investing so much in your vendor to be on its marketplace when you really don't need to do it?
Yeah, so that's another form of exposure. That's another form of marketing. That's another form of being seen. It's just different angle of marketing that I do. So like, the purpose of that was it was gonna be 15,000, 20,000 people in here. 80% of them don't know me. You know what I mean? So how could I leverage this time in this placement to be able to get more people to see who I am and what I do, so that eventually I could be able to offer them a service that I could probably help. But for me, I understand marketing and business at a high level that the more people that know you and see you, the more opportunity you have to make more money. So being as though this is all business owners and investors and entrepreneurs are going to be at this event, this is the perfect place in the world to stationize your business and your brand in front of all these people. And then when they start coming up to me saying I was about to be in the top, I was in the top 5 of the votes, I started taking it serious, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I started just making sure that everybody voted for me and things like that. And I do truthfully believe I had the best booth there anyway.
No,
so everybody was asking me how much I spent. I think I spent like $30,000 to $40,000 for that whole thing that set up. Yeah.
40 bands, bro?
Yeah.
Was it worth it?
Yeah, I made my money back the first 2 days.
How?
So I set up 2 campaigns, right?
Okay. Give us the play.
I got you. So the first one was I gave a free giveaway. So everybody else was trying to like sell something. I wasn't trying to sell anything, but I was gonna sell something on the back end. All right. So the thing I did was I set up a free lead magnet. Was I'll give you an opportunity to win $1,500, but you gotta tag me on Instagram, right? And you gotta take a picture of the booth and something like that, and then tag me on Instagram, something like that, and then follow me. So now imagine this. I imagine thousands of people coming to the marketplace all day, every day. They signing up, get a chance to win free $1,500. So they sign up, they might win a free $1,500. And I was giving away like a mentorship for free or something like that. So I got thousands of people to sign up. I got their name, their phone number, their email. That's the first thing. I got thousands of people to tag me on their social media. So the people that's tagging me, when they post on their social media, it's spearing out to all their following. They don't know me. All the people that's following me, or if you did follow me or you didn't when you were at InvestFest, now I'm getting spirit out on thousands of people's stories and pages now, just from me putting that position in place for that setup. So now my brand is growing off of that. Then people are following me on Instagram right then and there. So the people that don't know me, now you know me. Once again, I'm not selling nothing. But I know how I am on social media. I post content every single day. I also run ads. I also collect your information so I can market to you later. So I just created an ecosystem of a list of people who first now know who I am, got other people to know who I am, and I got you in my ecosystem. So if I do sell something later on, I have you on my list to either offer you the opportunity to be able to get help or whatever I can help you with. So I just created a whole ecosystem of a whole big group of leads that I can be able to sell to later. I got a whole bunch of people to follow me, and I won Best Booth for the Year at InvestFest. And then the next thing I did.
And you get your check away.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you about that next. The way I made my money back the quickest was I did a live podcast at the InvestFest. So I charged for slots. So it was people coming to me like, man, I want to get on a podcast. I was like, all right. So I got slots available for big people. I got slots available for people who want to expose their brand, their business to my audience. I charged for podcast slots, and I made my money back.
How much you charge?
I charged like $3,000.
Damn.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
So it was like 10 people that bought that. It was like 8 to 10 people about that.
Yo, so that wasn't your first time going to InvestFest though, right?
Nah, I go every year.
You ain't have a booth last year?
Nah.
So what made you say I wanted to do it this year?
Yeah, because I knew that I could do it how I want to. I went 3 years in a row. I did a booth like 2-3 years ago. It was one of the small little, and I'm like, nah, I don't want to do no small ones no more. So I told myself the only way I'll do it again if I do it real big.
Mm-hmm.
And this year was the year that I wanted to do it big, and everybody starting to know who I am now. So like, it was a time to just put it in the marketplace. That like, yeah, stamping Smitty Da Goat.
So let's go back. Hold up real quick. Usually when people go to InvestFest, because this is one I wanted to talk to you about. First of all, shout out to Rashad and Troy, right, for putting on InvestFest. The whole family, like, definitely appreciate it. But I want to have a real conversation, like, in the absence of them per se, right? Usually when people go to InvestFest and they don't have the experience that they want to have or they wish they had, they slander it.
Yeah.
Shit, it ain't nothing.
Yeah.
Don't go there, waste of money, right?
Yeah.
You went there and it sounded like you ain't have the experience you wanted to have because your booth was small, but you was able to acknowledge that.
Yeah.
How was you able to see that and say, I want to do this again on a different level? And what made you not look at it and say, InvestFest ain't worth it?
Yeah. So I just seen the other bigger booths and the motion they had with their booths. I understood it. I'm like, whoa, the people surrounded this booth for 2 hours. I know they got clientele coming in at their booth. I just ain't got that motion in my booth right now. But I could see the potential. You know what I mean? And I just understood, and then I'm business oriented too, so I understood it. I understood it at a higher level. I'm like, wow. So if they got all those people to go do that for a lead magnet, that makes sense. They getting leads there. Oh man, everybody taking selfies at this person's booth. Dang, I know they tagging them and saying like, took a selfie. Now they get more followers. So like, I had planned it in my head based upon what I seen at other people having big booths, and just my mind, kind of where my mind went to where I seen like, all right, what all they did and what they was doing. I'm like, all right, check, noted, took notes. You know what I mean? And I'm like, all right, now I know what I need to do and how I need to set my own stuff up and try to see how I could be different. But also, you leverage the same strategy that they probably was leveraging.
So when we talking about the value of a person tagging you, right?
Yeah.
Or the person standing at your booth for 20 to 30 minutes, right? One person.
Yeah.
How do you monitor or gauge value per person, even if you don't get a lead or a sale right then and there? How do you value that?
So most people are always looking for making money on the front end. When you start getting in business, you start making money for real, you understand that money is most of the time made on the back end. So my job in those type of situations is just to get more people to know who I am and what I do. That's my goal. If I can get 10 people to follow me today, I have an opportunity for 10 different people to pay me later on down the line. Now, it may not be today. It may not be next month. It may be 6 months from now. But eventually, if that person need help with what I got to offer them, or they're going to soon get in my stuff, and I have the confidence to know that I'm going to be so consistent, and they're going to see me so much that if this is something they need help with, they're going to do it with me, because I'm going to be work and be more consistent than anybody else in my industry. Man, in my mind, that's just what I'm thinking about. So, and I know my tactics on the back end are pretty good too. I know I'm going to be in your face 24/7. I know every time you open your phone, you're going to see Smitty Da Goat. I know I got ads running that people that come to my page that follow me that is going to attack you and going to be down your timeline because I know how to run ads. So like, I have a system that's put in place to be able to convert leads into paid leads eventually. So then I'm not worried about having to make money on today. I'm worried about just getting you here and around the imagery and around the name first. And then I provide value to you via my free content, my free YouTube videos, and my free content on Instagram and TikTok and these things. And then if that's something you want to do, you will pay.
So what was your perception of, like, what was your thoughts about InvestFest this year?
I think InvestFest was big. I think this is actually better this year than the last couple, like some of the years.
I thought so too.
It was actually good. I think the response from people that was there was pretty good. I think a lot of people was there. It made it even better that I won first place.
Sure.
You know what I mean? So I think it was good. I think it was a good experience.
So,
I think a lot of people learned. I think a lot of people was there. I think a lot of same things that be happening every year. A lot of connections being made and stuff like that.
So when you see, like, you might not see it, but like, it's been almost, I don't want to say a smear campaign, but when you open up social media, it's almost like everybody got something negative to say.
Yeah.
When you see that, like, what do you think? Because you was there. I was there. It was fire.
Yeah.
So when you see that,
I think all good big things have some people to attack it. I'm just starting to learn that now that I'm growing a big brand, and I can't seem to understand why when I get on the internet, I get it. So I already know that they gonna get it at another level. It's like, I come on the internet every day to help people. How do I get hate DMs? How do I get people saying like dumb, hateful stuff to me, and all I get on the internet to do is just help people. It don't make sense. Put people on game or give them information or help them do something I did that worked. And it's like, if I know that when I built the big brand, the type of responses I get to my DM and on my comments and on my YouTube, I can't imagine what they do. So I already know that it's going to happen. So everybody not going to like you. I know that, and everybody should know that you're not meant for everybody to like you. It's going to be some people that dislike you. It's going to be some that like you. But either way, they're going to feel how they're going to feel. You just do you. And I just think, to answer why, they don't have the skill set to capitalize off it like other people do. So then they don't get the value, don't understand the value of it, or they feel as though it should go a certain way how they think it should go. Based upon people probably making an X amount of dollars or InvestFest being this big thing to where they count people's pockets. I think there's another thing people doing. Oh, they got this many booths, they got this many tickets, and then all these things they think about in their head, and they're like, oh, they should do this and they should do that. It was like, this is their campaign, man. This is their brand, this is their business model, this is their event. Yeah. They're gonna do what they want to do. If you want to do something like you want to do it, then you go build it, you go do it your way. Yeah. How you gonna get mad at somebody how they doing it their way? So I think it just come with the game, and it just come with the game, bro.
It remind me of almost Chris Brown in his concerts. Like, I think, shout out to my homie Mandy said this. She went to a Chris Brown concert, and she was like, "Yo, it shows me that the internet not a real place." And we all know the internet not a real place. So I'm like, why you say that? Yeah. She's like, "Yo, the concert is packed, like literally, and that they just had one at the baseball stadium."
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, this shit is crazy.
That's crazy.
And it made me think like, yo, the internet really not real. Because going back to InvestFest, you see people talking so much shit on the internet.
Yeah.
But when you there, it's like, I don't know what y'all talking about. Yeah. Like, clearly, like, that shit y'all talking about ain't real.
Yeah.
Same with Chris Brown. Like, so many people got so much shit to say. It's like, bro, now you go to that nigga is a big deal. And the numbers is there.
No, for sure. Everybody that came back from Chris Brown said they had a ball that I personally know. I know on the internet, I've seen a couple of things too, but it's, man, like I said, big stuff is like, everything gonna be perfect either. I ain't gonna say like the people who had something to say, like whatever they went through, I'm pretty sure it probably did happen.
Yeah.
But overall experience, I don't think nobody got no bad to say if they in there and everything going good, you got in your seat and your tickets and stuff like that. But people gotta understand too, imagine trying to captivate an event with that many people. It's not gonna be perfect, man. Yeah. If you was the owner of that event, you wouldn't be able to make that thing perfect either.
Yeah,
I know, but people spend their money too, so they got the right to be like, man, I paid this certain amount of money, it should go like this. Man, I think, man, but people gotta give some type of grace on somebody trying to hold these many people in one place. It's like I'm pretty sure they trying to do the best they can.
But I feel like we built a relationship, right? And like, I fuck with you, but like, when you sat down, it ain't really hit me until I start asking you questions. I got so many questions. Like, I can't stop. It's weird because like I'm a fan. Almost like I'm like, damn, I got mad questions.
Answer all the questions, bro.
Yo, so when you say you on the internet trying to help people, so you don't understand like the hate you get.
Yeah.
What's some of the things you get? Far as like people on the internet even trolling or just
yeah, so a lot of it is like so they're like, oh, you're not trying to help black people for real, you're only trying to make money. That's one I get. So to combat that, it's like, bro, first off, if I did everything for free, I'd be broke and in my mama's basement.
And you wouldn't even listen to me.
And you definitely won't listen to me, but like, of course I'm going to charge for my time and my services and my business. It doesn't make sense for me not to. Do you charge to go to work? Would you go to work for free every day? You know what I mean? And it's like, you wouldn't. Right. You know what I mean? So, but why do y'all expect for people like us to be able to do stuff for free? Don't get it. I get caught a scam. I get caught a scam all the time. This stuff not real. The stuff you saying that you own. Somebody came on my live the other day. I pulled them up. I pulled trolls up on my live. So, because they be just talking so crazy in the comments. I just wanted to see their energy and seeing like why are you doing this? I don't get it. Cause like, and I pulled him up. He said, first thing he said. He see my background. He's like, man, that house you in is an Airbnb or is rented, bro. You didn't own that. You didn't buy it or anything like that. There's no way. You're too young and you just talking about you doing all this stuff on hosting classes and stuff. And I was like, and I just seen him and I can just tell, man, the man lost. Like I just could tell he don't understand. I could just tell that he just don't even get it. He don't understand how is this young black dude making millions of dollars, and he's been around his life. I'm pretty sure he never seen nobody like personally that been able to do stuff like this. Especially he looked a little older. And he looks strong out on drugs. I don't know what's going on with him, but I just feel like he just got a whole bunch of hatred anyway. Like, that's just him. I just feel like it was him. Like, so he just wanted to spear it out to the world. So he just got on my live and he just was bashing everything that I had. Your car not real, bro. I know how this stuff go. Y'all rent them out. Y'all come on the internet, act like it's yours. And then so I'm just listening to them. I'm just hearing them out because I like to listen to them, and I'm just listening to them. So then I start proving them wrong. You know what I'm saying? So I pulled out my HUD statement of my mortgage, of me buying the house for $1 million. And then I go to my car and I show him everything, and I'm just showing it as real. And then I could tell right then and there, like, he understood that it was real and that I had it, but he still had like weird stuff to say. And he's just like, yeah, but man, that's because you're taking other people's money. And I'm like, bro, everybody in every business in the world takes people money, bro. Right. When you go to a hotel, they take your money. When you go to the store to get clothes, they take your money. Like, anything and I could just tell he just lost, bro. And it's just like, it's nothing nobody can do to be able to help this person that's attacking me right now. I don't know why he's doing it. I still don't know to this day. And I don't know why they do this stuff, but it's just weird. I thought when I got rich, bro, it'd be so much different. I thought everybody's gonna be like trying to figure out how, and then just trying to like connect and just figure out how they can get motivated and to get to do this stuff. But it's like, it's not like that. It's people that rock with you, and it's people that don't. It's people that hate what you do, and it's people that love what you do.
So we do understand that, like, in life, people reject things that are different.
Yeah.
Right? A lot of times. And as crazy as it sounds, not crazy, but it just is what it is. You being so young, being successful, when it comes to our community, it is different. We're not used to that, especially where we come from, 100%. Right? So I can see why people reject it and call it scam. Like, even at a point, I thought this shit was scamming. Not you per se, but like before I got to Atlanta, I understand it.
Yeah.
So anytime a nigga's trying to teach a course, I'm like, that shit is a scam.
Yes.
Right? That's what I thought.
Yeah.
So I'm curious, from you being on the other side, having so much success for so long now, what do you think we go wrong? Because you was in a place where you wasn't always successful. You wasn't always a millionaire. Like, where do you think it goes wrong? In the mentality, I guess. Like, where? Like how?
Yeah. How I feel, how I think is like, you've been doing what you've been doing so long, right? And you've been around doing what you've been doing so long. So when you see something different, I get curious. I don't get rejective. Like, I would never I get curious. Like, okay, well, what is it? How does it work? And what's going on? And how would this make sense for money to be made? And how could it help people? Like, I get curious, and that's what I did before I got into this stuff. Because I've been in this industry like 4 years now. So before that, I knew nothing about it. I knew nothing about courses and classes and mentors, stuff like that. But the crazy thing is, the moment I did pay for it myself and actually took it serious, and then it worked, a light bulb came in my head. It was like, oh, this is the route. You know what I mean? But even before I did it, when I heard about it, when I synced it, I never thought that it was like, everybody's like, this is a scam, or this is like something that ain't working, or this is, I'm like, dang, I just saw an opportunity or something different happening. So like, I don't know what mindset you have to be able to receive it and accept it early on. I just feel like I'm trying to figure out the angle of why people think it's such a scam.
So let's do this. From my experience, right?
Yeah.
All of the like entrepreneur dudes, course guys, however we want to call it, right? For the most part, when I asked them, they was doing network marketing before.
Okay, yeah, network
and
marketing.
Even network marketing, again, we talk about, we got Wake Up Now. It was a couple things out there, right?
Okay.
Again, niggas thought it was scams.
Yeah.
Was you doing network marketing before this?
No, I never did with network marketing.
Never. No. Okay. So the one thing that pops out off the table to me, or off the board to me, is these niggas been hustlers.
Yeah.
But even with network marketing, it's like you have a small percentage of people that work for and a lot of people that don't work for. Right? So you have to have some type of mentality that's like, you do something differently to get to this bag.
Yeah.
And that's the one thing I'll be like, damn, like, I wish I had that in me.
Right.
And that's why I was asking, like, did you do network marketing? But you didn't.
No.
What you do before this?
I went to try to go to college. I was trying to work jobs and stuff like that.
Damn.
I was just being a regular civilian.
So what made you want to get into this then?
My friend started first. So that's kind of probably how I had an easier going way into it too, because my friend took the risk and go pay somebody first, and he came back and taught us after it, and I seen it working for him fast. But when he was just sitting down learning and stuff like that, I was confused on what was going on. But when he got out of it, his little learning binge, and he actually started doing the things that was taught to be done, and they were working. It opened up my mind to be like, oh, I know this stuff work, and I know this stuff real too. So maybe that's a thing too. I saw it with my friend first. He started first, then I got into it because I seen him do it and it worked. So I'm like, well, shit, if he could do it and it work, I know I could do it and it work. And I dove into it myself.
What's your biggest, I guess, revenue pocket? That like, what area you make the most money in of everything you do as far as entrepreneurship?
As of right now, my digital marketing business.
What's that?
So that's just making money online. So digital ties to my business, and it's not. Everybody only knows the portion of like courses, but it's so many different layers to this stuff. There's events, there's online events, it's digital products, it's courses, it's coaching programs, it's mentorships, it's masterminds, it's affiliate marketing, it's like collaborations. It's so many different ways that we can do on a digital space online to be able to make money. So like, I make the most money online digitally, but a lot of different revenue streams that come from that one industry. You know what I mean?
Okay, give me like, I guess the two that make you the most money in that digital space.
Probably my membership community's school group. So like I have a membership subscription community to where a lot of people pay me a monthly subscription to be able to be in my group, to be able to get all my information to things they need help with.
How many followers you got on Instagram?
I think I got 360,000.
All right, 360,000. I know people in real life that can't get 100 people in the community that got 360,000 followers, right? How do you build that up?
Yeah,
Is it the marketing? Is it the ads? Like how are you personally doing it?
It's a combination between the different things, and a lot of people that's trying to get their subscriptions up, and it don't necessarily got to be the digital stuff. Like it could be the Patreon, like you were saying.
Right.
It could be like how Castanet doing.
But that shit is hard.
It's harder than easy, but it's not as hard because you never learned how to grow it. Everyone's doing what they think to do. You should go study how to do it and learn the actual framework of what to do and how to do it. So the thing I'm seeing everybody drop the ball on is if you don't know how to do something, you can't do what you don't know.
Right.
So the reason why people can't grow it because you didn't sit down and study how to grow a membership community or a membership subscription thing.
Did you study it?
Yes, I read books. I was taking classes, courses, getting mentorship on it, coaching. I was doing everything, watching YouTube videos, going to other people's stuff and learning and seeing what they was doing. Like I did so many things before I started mine. I had to learn everything about it first. And the reason why I was being able to make millions of dollars off of it is because I actually studied it and learned how to grow it and learn how to keep people in it and learn how to get engagement in it, learn how to get pull down retention.
Right.
You know what I mean? And keep the churn low. And then make people engage, make it gamified. It's so many things that I got in my things to where people stay in minds versus other people, they probably churn out faster.
Yeah, come in, go. Like people come in, they subscribe, leave.
Yeah, 100%. And then I also learned how to get people in it. Some people think it's just promote because they just see everybody promote. It is promote, but it's a strategy with your promotion that you need to do. So like you got certain things you have to do in order for people to pay you and want to pay you faster than not. So we have campaigns and we have what's called sales cycles. So like person A, let's just say, will just go on the internet and say, all right, join my group or Patreon or whatever. And they'll just say it. And it's like, okay, but like, what am I getting? And they're like, oh, you get this, this, and this. And they're like, okay, that's not enough in today's time to be able to get somebody to convince them that they need to pay the subscription. People don't want to pay subscription already. They got enough subscription going on. So like, why is this important? They need to understand the value in a deeper manner to understand why they need to pay the subscription and why it'd be valuable more for them to pay the subscription than not. And if you can understand how to put the people to the right sales cycle, you'll have way more people join your stuff. So I have what's called automated webinars, or you can have like what's called VSLs, you can have webinars, you can do challenges. So it's like different sales vehicles that we use to be able to convert people into the things that we have. We don't just say it's available and then just get people in, you're gonna grow it. No, that's not working in today's time no more. So you have to do better, be a better business person to be able to convert more people into your subscription stuff.
So like even like I've heard people will do like a free challenge, but I guess they got an offer at the end, and the offer might just be to, I don't know, join my channel or some shit like that, right? Or they might have a high ticket offer
100%.
or a low ticket offer.
Yeah.
But even then, because I hear people like, yo, Jay, you should do that. You got all these followers, bro. You can get 1,000 people. Like, bro, people think it's easy to get 100 people in a motherfucking Zoom class. Like, no, give me the game though, bro. Like for real, like don't half-ass. Is it the ads? Like, how are you getting 1,000 people in a class, bro? Because nigga, promoting it ain't that.
Yeah, so
it ain't just promoting.
It's strategy 100%, but it ain't hard as you make it when you got the strategy. But you have to go learn the framework. So
Give us the framework. We on the podcast. Just listen.
So
give us the game.
So like, it's a combination of a lot of different things. It's not just one thing. That's the first thing. Ads, 100,000,000% is one of the biggest lever pools when it comes to getting a lot of people into the things you have, regardless of what you're doing. Because this is the real part of it. When you post on social media, and I'm gonna ask you this: what percentage of people see your post?
It's nowhere near compared to the followers I got. Probably like a really small percent. 10%, if that.
Not even 10, bro. It'd be like 4 or 5%. Every time you post, bro, only 4 or 5% people see it, unless you catch the algorithm sometimes to go viral, right? Which that ain't realistically every day.
And then when you go viral, it's not even your people. It's a new audience. Yeah. It's annoying. Yeah. It's annoying. Like viral.
But let me tell you the game behind it and what people need to understand. This is why people need to pay for mentorship. This is why. This on this podcast is understanding of why you need to pay for more information, because you can't do what you don't know. The reason why only 3 or 4% of people are seeing your posts is because that's the algorithm of social media, and we just have to understand that and then know that. So now that's a fact in our head that we know that, right? So how do you get the other 95% of people to see your shit now? And the thing is, ads. Now the ads come in, people don't understand this. The reason why 90% of people see my shit is because I'm posting so frequently on my organically, and that percentage of people seeing it. But then I'm running ads to what's called a demographic of people who look at my profile every day or who follow me. So I'm mandatorily getting people to see my stuff. When you pay for advertisement, you're forcing the people who follow you to see your stuff. So when I run a campaign on my ads, I run ads to people that follow me. So now when I run ads, I'm paying the social media platforms to force it in your face for you to see it now. Now you don't have no choice but to see it, because I'm going to pop up on your timeline every 5 seconds with a sponsored ad from Smitty Da Goat saying blase, 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 blase. So, but if I post it organically, what's going to happen? Only 3% of my people are going to see it. So 95% of y'all right now, whether if you're running for the podcast, you're doing it to your subscription, you're running business and all these different things, only 3% of people, 4%, maybe 5% of people seeing your stuff every day. You're already at disadvantage.
Facts.
You're already going to lose the game.
Let me do some math real quick.
You know what I'm saying? You already going to lose the game.
Let me see. 100,000 times 0.03. That's only 3,000 people going to see my shit.
Right, and just because 3,000 people see it don't mean they like it in the comment, or they want the thing that you're saying anyway. So now it gets smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. So like when you do promote your group, you trying to get 100 people in. So let's just say 2,000-3,000 people seeing it. Half of them don't even care about the thing you're talking about because they don't help them. So like, okay, so now you got to 1,000, and then the people who
got the money,
you know what I'm saying?
Think it's
all
important.
This stuff start chopping down to like really only 20% of 20 people possibly could have got it if they wanted to, and they probably forgot. They probably scrolled it. Somebody called their phone. It's so many different things that can happen. So you have to understand the marketing ecosystem you have to put out here in order to convert people into the things that y'all want them to convert in. So it comes with a combination of different things. But I also post 5 times a day. So you're going to see Smitty Da Goat every single day on my organic and my paid stuff. I'm also posting on multiple different platforms: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. I'm not just relying on one social media source. So me putting myself out there on different platforms and different things in different ways, that's why I'm able to capture more people too. It's not just because you see me on Instagram, oh, he getting a whole bunch of people through Instagram. No, I got some people on Facebook. I had some people come through on Instagram. As people come through on TikTok. As people come through on YouTube. As people come through on LinkedIn. I'm beating you because you only post on Instagram. You only post on you Instagram, YouTube only. I have 3 more platforms and opportunities more to get more people than you. So like a whole ecosystem of things need to happen. But if you're doing this and not utilizing ecosystem or frameworks or information from people at a higher level that taught you how to do and what to do, then you're going to just promote regularly or think you're doing good marketing or being consistent when you're doing it, but you're doing it at a low level because you don't even understand what it takes in order to convert people because you haven't even learned it.
Yo, who taught you all of this?
So I spent $300,000 on mentorship, coaching, consulting, books, YouTube videos, one-on-ones. I spent over $300,000 into this stuff.
Damn.
And for the last 3-4 years, I've been doing this stuff every day for the last 3-4 years. So experience and learning from people who make millions of dollars, teaching me what they did in order to have it work for them. So then I just leverage their tactics that they taught me. So I have $300,000 worth of information in my brain now, bro.
Was there anybody in particular that like stands out when you think about mentors or people that help?
For me?
Yeah.
Dang, all of them, man. You know what I mean? It just depends upon. I'm gonna say some names, but it really just depends on what you're struggling at, per se. Because like everybody helped me at a different point of my business. I done did. So EYL them helped me buy their podcast. David Shands helped me buy their podcast. That's help. Him 500, Neo, Myron Golden, Alex Hormozy, Russell Brunson. So these are all people that had brands and doing things and moving and shaking before I started. And I'm just learning from them, at different stages of my business and different stages at revenue marks and beginning level, middle level, high level. And I learn from everybody, man.
So when you think of these people, and I think we kind of had this conversation at the podcast summit.
Yeah.
What separates you from with all due respect, like what separates you from a Neo?
Yeah.
Because when I think of like entrepreneur, I think like one of the top guys doing it.
Yeah.
Whereas though like the outsiders, I'm looking at y'all like, I mean, I know Neo lit, don't get me wrong, but like I look at y'all niggas as the same.
Yeah.
What separates you from a Neo or entrepreneur A from the big entrepreneur, I guess?
The cool thing about this personal brand stuff is that everybody got their own unique style to how they do things in a unique way. What separates us is really what we teach in industry. So like, he can have similar business models, but he's not gonna teach the same thing. You can have a podcast, but you don't talk about different things that other people talk about. You know what I'm saying? Some people talk about relationships. Some people talk about money. Some people talk about other stuff. Some people talk about how to grow their brand. So you can have everybody can have a podcast, but it's different topics. So it's like we all can be entrepreneurs. We all can even be in a digital space, but we teach different things. I teach people how to get access to their first $100,000 in funding. Nia go teach somebody how to do event spaces. You know what I'm saying? So it's very different. He gonna teach a different group of people different things. I'm gonna teach a different group of people different things. You know what I'm saying? Because he don't teach people how to get funded for their business. I do. So what makes us different is I can help a person do something different than what he can. He's not gonna be able to help the person be able to do what I can help them do.
See, one thing so for example, like him 500, right? I see him just do like some collab with Darius, right?
Yeah.
So like, of course we got like these, I don't want to call y'all new, but like this group of entrepreneurs that's coming up that's like dominating right now, right?
Yeah.
So you see a him 500, recognize that and want to get behind it and support it.
Yeah.
But I guess the question I'm asking is like, what make them niggas like them niggas? Like Neo, him 500, like the Circle CEO, what make them like, what's, and again, this is in the most respectful way.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, as an outsider, like, what make them niggas so special? Like, what the, like, I'm thinking, y'all, all these niggas do credit, they all do courses. Like, that's what I'm thinking, right?
Yeah, so, time and business. They've been doing this stuff 10, 15 years. They've been doing this stuff for a long time. So time and business and stamping their brand and growing their personal brand to be as big as it is. And then relationships. They have built a lot of bigger relationships because they've been in the game so long. Revenue marks matter. Me personally, it don't matter to everybody, but it matters to me. If you have made a certain amount of money over a certain amount of time, you have been through a lot of experiences when it comes to money and business. So you know a lot of more things that certain people are gonna run into, so that you can be able to either help them but you just gotta, if you know type of thing too, because like somebody can be teaching the same thing, but somebody can have way completely different frameworks that can work at a higher level faster than what another person could be teaching you. So, and then I think what people got to do a better job at is doing better stamping points to be able to separate themselves. So what I'm focused on right now is separating myself from looking different. And you have to be really disciplined and business oriented, business minded to be able to think like this. But I'm thinking right now that it's a lot of people in the industry starting to come up. To be honest, is because we teaching so many people the game.
Right.
So I have coached over 5,000 people now, and people are starting to learn all the things that I had out at first. So it was like, man, you taught me the credit game. I cleaned my credit up. I'm starting a credit repair business like you told me. I'm starting a funding company like you told me. I'm trying to do all the things you tell me. So now they're getting on the internet creating content, and they're saying similar things that I was saying when I taught them the game. So now it's a whole group of people here talking about, oh, I can get you access to 50K, and I'll do credit and all these different things. And people could start thinking and seeing that we're on the same level, and we not. So me as a business person, what I'm doing is I'm starting to do separator pieces. So I'm coming to the internet and I'm doing something different than they're doing that I know that they can't do, so that I can get the perception and the understanding from people that's following and seeing from the outside looking in.
I'm not one of them.
I'm not on this. They're not on the same level as me, and it's like not cockiness with it, but just for y'all to know, because it's a lot of cloudiness on the internet of, oh, is this person really doing what they saying? Is this person bigger, better? Do they know more things? Are they saying all these different consumptions that people got? I'm gonna make sure that they know with my strategy. So my strategy is to do separated pieces right now because everybody look the same on the internet. I'm gonna do stuff that can't be capped. That's first off. And this is purposefully I'm doing these things. I'm gonna post stuff that can't be capped, and I'm gonna post stuff that other people can't post. So the last thing, and I'm doing this stuff on purpose, and I'm making these moves, purposefully. Like me purchasing a 100-unit storage facility. I know that 98% of y'all can't do this. So when I do something like this, the internet is like, whoa, shoot, he buying something so big. Now let's see all the rest of y'all be able to do something like that. You ain't gonna see it because they can't. And that's just it's a stepping stone to show people the separation of like, no, I really do this at a higher level. Like, so if you do come to me and learn from me, you're gonna get it from a higher perspective than just somebody similarly saying the same pieces of content as me. Certain stuff like that. And just so my angle is leveraging my marketing tactics to understand separation now. Because it is a lot of people sound like they're the same. Y'all all do courses, y'all all do credit and all these things. And it's like, yeah, in a sense.
But they ain't this though.
But it's a difference. You're gonna see the separation of what I'm capable of doing and able to do than other people in the industry able to do. And you just gotta use your discernment. Like people into 2025 should understand like what's real and what's not. Now I feel like they should, but it still seems like they can't. I don't know what it is.
Yo, it's crazy. Like you talk about the people that you teach and stuff like that. And in all industries, it's like this. We talking about idols become rivals. Have you experienced that? Because like, yeah, you had a lot of mentors, but now you coming up.
Yeah.
And you the big dog now.
Yeah.
Have you witnessed like some of your idols becoming your rivals?
Yeah. So I don't look at it like that as a rival. But the people that I was learning from, or the people that was top of the industry before I started, and then now I'm in where I am, oh yeah, they ain't, I ain't gonna say they scared, but they know like, oh, he just disrupted the market. He gonna take a big part of this market that I probably had, you know what I'm saying? And it's like they gotta respect it, or you know what I mean, or they acknowledge it. Some of them acknowledge it, like, damn, you really made it to the point you need to be. And it's just like I don't look at it as that way as a competition or a rival though. It's just like I'd rather collaborate now. You know what I mean?
So I'm gonna ask you this, bro, and it's not to be messy or nothing, but I'm just a straight shooter.
Go ahead.
When we look at Earn Your Leisure, for example, right? We see the shit that's going on with like niggas coming at them.
Yeah.
Y'all lucky I forgot names. I say names. Shit. We see this. Aristotle been calling them out. Trap been calling them out.
Yeah.
When you look at like a situation like that, and clearly, like, I guess, in my opinion, Earn Your Leisure has helped so many people. But we see the people that you help come at you. Like, what do you think about that?
I think as you growing personally and business wise, it's always gonna be opportunity to not agree on things or may not be aligned to how you thought things supposed to go, something like that. So I think that's kind of like, I'm not gonna say it's normal, but it's like normal. It's like there's no way that everything can just go perfect in relationships, whether if it's friend, whether if it's girl, whether if it's business, whether if it's like how that situation is with them. I feel like it just was like a differentiation. I don't think it was something like so big. You know what I mean? I think it's just like different thought processes on things, different ways they thought things would go. And that they can't, like, everything ain't gonna be perfect. Our relationships ain't gonna be 100% perfect all the time. You know what I mean? I think that they probably should talk about it. It probably ain't big as it is. Yeah. But I don't think it's as big as people think. It's just from the outside looking in. It's just, this a big brand. It's a big brand. And they might not agree, and people seeing it, and they're just like, oh. But I don't know what happened, though, so I can't say. And I'm sure it's something just personally happened between that party that caused that conflict. But that's normal in life. You know what I'm saying? All of us gonna have them type of situations that happen.
So that's true, right? And like I personally just seen somebody coming at David Shands too.
Yeah.
I forgot her name, but it made me think. And I want to be as fair as possible because I don't know none of the shit that happened. But it just made me think, like, if I'm somebody that has helped put money in your pocket, right? And I helped you get to a different level. This is a good person. Not saying, because there's people out there who are just fucked up individuals, right? I'm speaking for good people, right?
Yeah, for sure.
I feel like if somebody has helped you get money and they didn't do like fucked up things to you, they deserve a different level of grace because they helped you. Yeah. Now, if it's a nigga on the street, fuck that nigga, right? Yeah. So I seen this this clip, and I'm just curious to what you think about it, because it reminded me of like It's like everybody coming at the niggas that helped you. Again, I don't know the situation, but this is what it made me think, right? Because I fuck with all the people, and honestly, that shit ain't none of my business. But I just want to know what you think about this.
Never shit on the person that turn the lights on. Yeah. 50 could diss me tomorrow. Yo, him. I'm good, Fifth. Yeah. Disrespect. Because you turned the lights on for me, and I appreciate that.
Sometimes people have a hard time remembering or they have short-term memory.
Yeah.
Because, they didn't do it yesterday. That was 10 years ago. That was 15 years ago. Because we live in a society now, what have you done for me lately?
Exactly.
I'll never forget what someone has done for me. Be it 10 years, 15, 20 years, it doesn't matter. Mm-hmm. Everybody got at me because when Skip and I had our public thing on television,
right.
I said I was sitting across from him because he hadn't signed for me. I wouldn't have been able to be in that situation, so he could get at me like that.
Right.
I got back on television. I was out of television for 2 years. Even when they didn't want, the higher ups at Fox didn't want, he says, I won't do the show unless he's across from me.
That's real. Yeah,
man, please.
Turn the lights on.
You can't forget that.
Yeah.
Yeah. He might say it hurt at the time, but I still realized that the position that I'm in, a lot of what I have was because I got back on television and he gave me an opportunity to show how well-rounded I was, that I could talk about a lot of other things other than football.
Right.
He gave me that opportunity. I'm ever grateful.
When you hear that, what you think?
Yeah, so that was kind of easy. Just because somebody helped you, though, it don't just blur out that you can just do anything you want to just because you got helped.
Fact, but do they get some type of grace, though, or no?
It just
not even.
That's why everything's situational. It all depends on what happened. Because, let's just say, Jay, you put me on, you taught me how to do a podcast, and I become the biggest podcast person in the world. Do I got love for Jay? Yes. Do I always respect Jay? Yes. Would I always upside Jay? Yes. All the most high and then give grace? Yes. But if Jay goes and mess with my girlfriend, this shit don't matter. Just he helped me, so
yeah,
that it don't overshadow everything, bro. You know what I mean? But do you give grace when it's due? Hell yeah, of course you're supposed to do that. But when certain things happen, I don't care how much you help me. Wrong is wrong. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna combat you for it. We're gonna not see eye to eye, and we might, however it might go, but that's situational, bro, because it could be some crazy things that happen in the background that people don't know about that can really hurt this person or really can go against the grain and be like, well, no, I'm not fucking with you no matter what you did for me. So that don't really like per se, kind of like it depends on the situation. You know what I'm saying?
That's real. I guess I did understand what Shannon Sharp was saying, because it's like, cause Skip wilded out on First Take.
Yeah.
And Shannon was like, you know what, he just took it on the chin and ain't say nothing.
Yeah.
And he said he did it because, like, bro, he put me on.
Yeah.
Whereas, though, if there's somebody else, man, I'm going to probably punch you in your motherfucking face. But, like, you know what, you get that grace because you got it. And he was dead wrong.
Yeah.
And grace is not doing something even though you can or it's acceptable to do. Right? That's why I'm going to grace. But again, like you said, it really depends because a nigga...
You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. It's just all situational. It depends because if it's something little, you probably should give more grace than not. But it just depends on what it is, because there's certain situations that, like, ain't no grace. This ain't no graceful situation, regardless, because you crossed me in a way that it ain't graceful no more, regardless of what you did for me. And I think some of the situations, being as though we don't know the background and the information of what it was or what actually happened, then it's hard to try to, like, combat if they should give grace or not until we know, like, factually this happened. Okay, now let's give our opinion on, like, all right, this should got grace or it shouldn't have, or this should happen or it shouldn't have, because it could have been something that, like, nah, you don't get no grace for that. Like, this needs to happen.
Have you ever been in a situation where, like, I don't know, a mentor or somebody that, like, helped you get on, then turn around and do some foul shit?
If I'm mistaken, if I'm thinking about it, nah, I don't think nothing like that has happened to me either.
Yeah.
I also think too, as I'm getting into this business world, entrepreneur world, in this space, I can see people that don't align either. Like, I can see a lot of in alignment. Like, they cool. Even people that make a lot of money, people that make medium money, low money, don't want money. I'm like, as I'm being in this space, it's a lot of people that I'm seeing is like, I just don't rock with them. You know what I mean? It's like how they move, they morals, the way they move and do things. Because I wasn't always in the business world and entrepreneur world. So, like, I came from Chicago, and it's like a different world out there. So, like, me coming into this world is like, and then people knowing that you got to keep your image, you got to keep your face clean, you got to keep things smooth, you can't go do too much, you can't rah a lot, because it could turn into your personal brand with what we do. So I think some people in the industry use that as leverage to like play with people or like do certain things, or they just like, this is what they've been doing or know to do. So like, they think it's okay, or like, and it's like, I'm starting to realize like, but like, you just give you the distance. Like, it's a person of character who you are too. So me personally, I don't say nothing. I don't go loud about it. I don't do no weird stuff on the line. I don't do no weird stuff in person. It's just, I'm just gonna know that person's standing over there and I'm just being over here. You know what I mean? And it's just a head down, keep it going.
Outside of you personally, right? How they treat you personally.
Yeah.
Do you judge a person's how they act in their personal life, even if it's not, even if it doesn't affect you?
Yeah.
For what they got going on in business? Like, let's say it's somebody millionaire goat, right? He really do this, right? But he a slimy ass, I don't know, husband, or he like he don't take care of his family, his kids, right?
Yeah.
Do you move with people like depending on how they act in their personal life?
Yeah, I guess it translates because I don't condone or feel comfortable with like one of the examples you gave was like not taking care of your kids. Like I wouldn't like that. So I'm not finna be around you like, oh, it's all cool and dandy. You ain't taking care of your kids out here, but you out here, you know, doing all this big time stuff you say you doing. You know, I wouldn't like that. You know what I mean? Me personally, I wouldn't. So like that personally would affect me wanting to be cool with you, or the level of, you know, of rockness I do with you, or how much I rock with you. I think it do affect it. I don't want to be buddy, friend with this person all the time. And you got 3 kids out here you ain't taking care of, but you swear you this big dog and got all this money. It just don't make sense to me. And I don't move like that. So I wouldn't want my circle of people I'm around with to move like that. Now, this is what's happening too. I'm seeing. Now, if I don't know, you know what I mean? If I don't know, I can't gauge it to do that. You know what I mean? So, but if I personally know, or a person personally know, and you still, you know, then it's like, but to each his own. You know, you do, how I think about this stuff, you do what you want to do. That's on you and your life. I'm going to do what I want to do in me and my life. But that's just how I would move, and to each his own. You do what you do. But if I know about it, the things you do in your personal life affects.
So, and now this ain't really about business, right? But I'm just curious because I just had a conversation about, we was talking about how we should bring back shame, especially when it comes to men, right? And trying to hold each other accountable.
Wait, bring back what?
Shame.
Oh, shame, yeah.
Right? And like, and especially when it comes to like holding other men accountable, like for example, cheating, right? Like we talk about how like this is a norm in the community when it comes to men, and it shouldn't be. Right. But like me and my homies talking about like, man, we need to bring back shame, not in the matter of trying to down our homies, but in the manner of trying to get them to not be okay with this shit.
Hold them accountable.
Right? And hold them accountable.
Yeah.
So when we see a man cheating, it's like, no, I'm not about to rock with you because you're cheating. Right? Shame on you.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
How do we hold in the world of not snitching, in the world of minding your own business, like this is the community that we came from.
Yeah.
How do we then hold our peers, our counterparts accountable for things like that?
It's a good question, bro. And I think it's hard to try to gauge it because so many people come from so many different backgrounds, and so many people come from so many different thought processes. So many people come from different upbringings and being raised different. So it's like trying to fix the world. You know what I mean? It's like, it's hard. But I think, how do we give a step forward it? You know what I'm doing right now, bro? Therapy. A lot of black people got the wrong mindset when it comes to therapy. I think a lot of us need therapy, bro. I think therapy is the first step.
So do you tell them to get therapy when we talk about holding your counterpart accountable?
I would say that would be something I would suggest.
Okay.
Like, yo, hey, bro, like, go sit down and get your therapist, bro. If this is something you're having a problem with, if they like can't stop doing it, or still having, you know, continuous problems with the thing that we keep talking about, keep pulling you accountable to, is like, nah, bro, go get therapy, because you can't stop. You know, whatever it is.
Disassociate yourself until they do that, or just realistically, honestly curious.
If this is my dog,
I
don't distance myself. I try to. We got a friendship, you know, so I'm trying to help more so than distance myself. So it depends on the relationship. If you my friend on the street, if I just seen you from the internet, something like that, it could be different. But I think if you my homie, my friend, I'm not distancing myself like that. But if you somebody that's just like, you know what I'm saying, I just randomly
get money with. Let's say somebody get money with.
Somebody get money with.
Just honestly, I'm curious.
I'm thinking like I'm trying to think of it like my truthful way of how I would handle it if it were to. I think I don't. It depends on what it is. You said, was cheating?
Yeah, if you got a wife and like, you know what I'm saying, you see a dog ass nigga out here and it's like, damn. Because depending on your belief system, That might be just as bad as not taking care of your kids. Again,
Right, exactly.
I'm not trying to be judgmental. I'm really just trying to build an understanding of it.
Yeah, if our goal as in this friendship or partnership or even in business, if our understanding is, bro, we tightening up on stuff like that, then I still think I help. I don't distance myself, unless I just don't care. Like if I don't care, like you do what you doing over there, I'm doing over here. So I'm trying to think of the true answer. You know what I mean? But I guess I haven't thought about it in a way to like see what I would do, or I haven't came to the situation to like, what would I truly do in the situation? I don't know.
I asked that question because on the internet, right, we hear all these conversations about high value men, right? And a lot of times when we talk about high value men, is how much money you making, how tall you are. I don't know. I don't know. Weird shit. Like, I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if I hear somebody talk about how good you eat pussy. Your shit's getting weird. But I hear everything else besides the person character. Right? Everything else besides how a nigga treat his friends, how a nigga show up for his people. Yeah. Right? And that's why I say I think we do need to like bring shame back when it comes to like not necessarily holding men accountable, but just getting better. Because now that affects my experience with a woman. Right? Because you treat her, she talked to her friend about it. Now they look at me like again, some people could say it's none of my business, but I'm really trying to push the world forward. Or how do we move forward in a positive manner? And like the only way I can think about it is I hold myself accountable and then holding the men around me accountable. So if you're a man around me and you dogging out your wife and I'm just okay with it, now I'm enabling you. Right? Again, I'm not trying to judge you and I'm not I'm not trying to like pander. I'm not trying to be a simp. But I'm like, yo, how do we really get better? Because it's like we're at this point, bro, we're driving this shit in the dirt. And now a woman gonna continue to hate niggas and niggas is going, it's just it's annoying. That's all I was asking. It's just frustrating.
And then now that I get older and now that I've been around different groups of people at different levels, you know what the real answer is too? Is like, as you get older, it started being about environment, bro. Because now, like back at home where I was from, it was a completely different ball game. How people thought, how they moved, and how they handle people. Now the new environment that I'm in is super different. Like this is a whole different ball game, and then we all learning too. You know what I mean too. So it ain't gonna be perfect, right? I mean, just gonna be able to snap into everything that needs to be snapped into, like alignment right away. But now I'm starting to see it different. I'm starting to understand it. I'm starting to get the exposure to how certain people move over here, how certain people move over here, and their lifestyle and how they move, their lifestyle, how they move, and it's like now I can see how it's done. Now I can get the education of how it works, how it goes, you know. And so like I'm around more married people. When I was back at home, I was around no married people. I didn't see marriage, but only my grandma. You know what I mean? That was it. And it's like I'm around thousands and thousands and thousands of people. It's like 2 people that I know married. You know what I mean? But now that I'm at a different revenue mark in life, now that I got different friends, now that I'm in different environments, shoot, a lot of people married now. So now you know you see how they move. You take note. You know you seeing how things happen in their life because of how they had it or the things they do. So like. Me being around a lot of married people now, I'm starting to get my mind way open about like, okay, how it works, how it goes, how they move. You know, is it more peaceful? You know, does this really work? You know what I'm saying? Is it toxic? And now I'm starting to see it's just an environment, bro. And that's why environment is so important too. I've been in that bad environment for so long. It was my normality it's okay to just do it how we've been doing it. And that's the way that it probably should be done because that's all that I knew, that's all that I seen, that's all that I was around, that's all that I soaked up in through my environment. But now that I'm in this new environment, I'm like, okay, now I seen both sides of this stuff. Okay, now I seen it ain't about it ain't toxic just because you with somebody. It ain't hard to stop messing with other women if you really put your mind to it and do it. It is situations where people can be together for 10 years, 20 years, and ain't no problems, and people ain't trying to go after just money, and people ain't just going after what you got, and things like that. Or, you know, you can build strong relationships with women at a higher level, and, like, you don't have to be doing all the wild stuff you've been doing. And so, like, I think a big part of this is getting in the right environment. Because I think it's some people that are coming up in these situations, especially just talking about it, like they helpless because they grew up in this environment, they adapted in this environment, they got taught by this environment. This environment is all they're around, this is all they know. So they can't do what they don't know. So how could you expect out of someone what they never seen before, never got taught, never learned, never knew how, never none of this stuff, but then your expectation is, you supposed to be doing this. Well, how? You know what I mean? So I think that's a big important part to that, to be able to start. You're trying to figure out what to do.
That's so real. And I want to like just continue expanding on that. because like I do care for my people, right?
Yeah.
And like even when we talk about off air, we talking about like what direction we want to go. We talking about artists and like these people making money, and I think about that. And we talk about mentality, right?
Yeah.
And like so many of us have the mentality of it was a famous question a long time ago. You want to get rich or you want to be famous, right? And so often we see the people that's rich. I don't want to say a lot of times we see a good amount of the people that's rich wanting to be famous.
Yeah.
They want people to know, right?
Yeah.
And we see the people that's famous talk about the fame in a negative way, like, man, I'd rather be rich.
Yeah.
What's the true value in being rich, right? Compared to being famous.
Yeah. So rich is actually being rich feels better, and it's more free. True freedom, not just facades on the internet that you got it. So like I do tell people like have your stuff together in real life than on the internet, because trust me, your mind is gonna be way more at ease and more at peace, and you have more freedom. So the rich stuff and the making a lot of money and wealthy stuff it's not the money, it's the freedom that it gives you, bro. Like being able to do what you want, when you want, whenever you want, any point in time. I can drop this podcast right now, and I can go to Vegas and go to the fight, and it's a $10,000 seat ticket because I desirably want to. 90% of the world can't do that. They do what they can, not what they want. You know what I mean? Because money, you know what I mean, is the issue. So, but then now I'm seeing too with all this like influencers and people that's famous, they don't know how to make money. They have to do what's called like they got to do their learning phase of how to make the money, and they need to bridge the gap between these people that got this fame, but don't. And there's so many people more than y'all know that don't. They be coming to my DM and I'll be like, "Yo, you ain't making money." They like, hell no, I need to learn how to do this stuff you're talking about, because yeah, I got this big brand and people think that I make a lot of money, but I don't. And I'm starting to see it more and more and more and more. And then these rappers going broke, athletes going broke, and people that got influencers, social media, they don't make a lot of money. And it's like, the reason why they can't is because they haven't learned how, man. And all this stuff comes with learning, man. And it's so important that people don't value it as much as they should. Because the people that got this fame and this big audience and stuff like that, a lot of them never got taught how to manage money, make money, or, invest money, keep money coming in when you do got money. And it's like 9 times out of 10, they're not going to make money. They're not going to have money no more. Or they're going to go broke. Or they're going to phase out to where a big group of they stuff where they had motion going on and money was coming in, to where they might slow down to where they're not going to make money no more. But if they knew how to invest the money, they knew how to start businesses, they knew how to make their money work for them to make them more money, or learn skill sets to be able to maneuver when they did have money, they won't have to worry about doing the things that they've been doing to make money or trying to get back to that part of motion. Like, I can be able to take the money I had to be able to make more money, so I don't got to worry about doing other stuff with it or having followers or all this other stuff. So I think they got to start learning. If they're not going to learn, they're going to be in trouble.
So before we can even get to learning, we have to break the mindset of wanting to be famous over wanting to be rich. I feel like it's a mentality shift. And I'm curious because, like, again, the environments we come from, we from Chicago, we're from Baltimore. We see people on TV. We see people on the internet. It's like, I want to be like that person.
Yeah.
Right? But we seldomly see the first black millionaire or the richest person in the country. Like, we seldom see them people and say, I want to be them. And I'm wondering, like, how do we shift the mentality of those that come from the places we come from to understand that, yo, you got to get this money to take care of your family first. That's the most important thing.
Yeah. Well, because you could get rich off being famous, though. So it ain't the wrong way to think. You know what I mean? Because me personally, I know how to monetize off getting bigger on social media.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's one of my angles to make money. It is growing bigger. More people to see who I am. People know who I am, so I can sell more products and services to what I have. So, but the first step into getting them to understand, to picking which one was your direct thing.
Yeah, just understanding the business needs to come first.
Yeah.
Like, because a lot of creative people, myself included, right? I'm not judging nobody, because I was one of them people, and still to this day sometimes. But a lot of creative people is like, I dive heavy into the creativity before I dive into the business and understanding that I need to make money first. Yeah,
so I think the angle of what we should tell them, bro, is to build your foundation on yourself and your credit stuff and business first. if you can have that foundation built, at least you got something to go off of versus nothing when you are creating. You know what I mean? I think that everybody should get them a mentor though. I think that's the best way to be able to gauge your future. If you were to get the right people to tell you what to do and how to do it, because we can try to figure that out, try to say what they should do, but like if they never get taught it, they never gonna be able to do it. That's just the honest truth. If you never get taught, you're not gonna be able to do it. It's impossible. You can try all you want to. It's gonna be or it's gonna take too long. You know what I mean? If you try doing your own, so you learn. The people gonna learn from their experiences. But I think people definitely should go after being rich first. Get the money first. You know what I mean? Rather if you're getting the brand behind it and famous, not. Figure out how to get the money first. Go after learning how to get the money first. Go after being creatively with making money first. Then you can figure out the social media and getting famous stuff.
Yeah, another question, man. I'm just curious, and I know I want you to be careful with this question because, again, I feel like I'm a kid in the candy, so I'm just asking questions, right? And you're honestly like the beneficiary of like my thoughts because I didn't have a lot of thoughts. So the fact that I got you here is like, okay, cool. When it comes to I don't want to ask this question. I want to be careful. I want to protect your brand as well. Like when I've talked to like certain entrepreneurs, right?
Yeah.
They have like, before they went legit, they have finesse things.
Yeah.
Should I finesse things?
Yeah.
I put myself out there, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, I feel like they've won in taking a risk, quote unquote, taking a risk. And I'm wondering like, is it necessary to take certain risks, even at the chance of like, quote unquote, finessing?
Yeah.
Or should you play the, I don't want to say modest game, but play it safe all the time? Is it a line when it comes to taking risks? So basically,
it's a line when it comes to taking risks. So this is what I'll say. Before today's time, it's 2025 now. Like 10, 15, 20, and beyond, you may have to think about, I might need to I gotta get up some type of way, somehow you do whatever you gotta do. And I wouldn't say that's the worst thing in the world to take that risk. Back then. So back then, I would understand it, I would get it. I'd be like, man, you do what you gotta do. I get it. I mean, you have to do what you gotta do. But in 2025, no. Hell no. Nope. You do not have to take no risk no more. It is not the time to do none of that stuff that's going to be putting you in that type of...
Putting you in a position to even
go that route because there's no need no more because all the stuff out here that we can do now is crazy, bro. It's the easiest time to become a millionaire, bro. It's the easiest time to get access to information. It's the easiest time to know what to do and how to do without having to do that stuff. I think before we didn't have all that access to all the YouTube. Everybody want to put their stuff out on YouTube, how to do all these podcasts, us millionaires breaking down what to do, how to do things we doing for you to get an understanding of what you should start doing or should start, where you should start, where you should begin, how could you build a foundation, how could you make money, how could you start a business, how could you invest, how could you do this, how could you do that. All these different things that we can do in today's time, I think it's dumb now. I think it's dumb. I think if you want to take that risk to do that type of stuff and you don't want to take the risk to do the other stuff that could be legitly for you to make the money, then you kind of about to just shoot yourself in the foot because if you make it out, cool. But if you don't, then you just shot yourself in the foot because you could have just been using all that time and energy and money to be able to go focus on something that can build you something that's legit. So in today's time, nope, don't do it. I get it, and I probably would have had a different answer years and years ago because I understood that this shit wasn't accessible. When you have all the people on the internet trying to hurrying up coming into the internet or hurrying up coming to your environment, showing you what to do and how to do it, and that you can get the capability to go ask people questions or sit down with you because at home we ain't got nobody that we can sit down and ask millionaires a million questions of how they did this, that, and the third. So in today's time, nope, hell no, don't do it.
So I like this. Hold up though. In the case of a finesser, because I don't want to call him a scammer. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna ask you.
Yeah.
In the case of that finesser, do you think once a scammer, always a scammer?
No, hell no.
Okay.
No, I think people that be scamming just was doing it because that's the only skills that they learned and how to make money, and it worked. So they just doing what they know that worked and trying to provide for themselves and their family. So, but the crazy thing is the people that scam are smart. People that do scamming is actually smarter than y'all think they are. To be honest, they just don't understand what they got yet. Because if you could sit down and learn the skill sets to be able to develop the scamming tactics that needed to be able to produce the scamming and then to make the money for real, to make it work, then you can use those same skills and tactics in the business side.
And do something
if you knew what to do and how to do it.
Mm.
But being as though they've been in them environments where they never got exposed to the right things to do, they got exposed to the wrong thing to do, and that type of thing that they learned. You got to think about this. They still had to learn that thing, whether if it's scamming or not. They had to learn what to do, how to do it, how to make it work. And you mean to tell me that you think they didn't sit down and learn? And failed in it and experienced something not working, and then it worked, and then they figured it out, and then they're like, oh, shoot, this works, and then I'm making money from it? If they just understood that they could have used those same mentality, the same work at the same time that they sat down and learned that to learn this business stuff, then truthfully, they wouldn't even need it. But they doing it, and they need it because they don't know nothing else to do. So then they're like backed in the corner to be able to have to learn that skill set because they know that's how to make money. But I understand from all perspectives now. I know people that do that. I know people that do business. I know people that make millions. I know people that make $10. I know a person and a group of people from every angle now that knowing what I know now, hell no.
It's this notion that you gotta get it and lose it to really learn and be able to flip it and make your money. Is that true? You gotta get it and lose it.
I think it's I think it's a good lesson in losing it, but I don't think you gotta lose it to get it. I don't think it's like a mandatory thing. No. I think it is a good lesson in it, and it's nothing wrong with it. But if you can avoid losing it, then avoid losing it. And I think, and the reason why I'm saying that is because I think I did lose a big chunk of it and get back. But I feel like if I just would have made one different move, that I probably would have never took them L's, and I would have never had to take big L's in order to get to where I am. You know what I mean? Even though I did, so truthfully I did. But if I could have talked to the right person first, that would have probably gave me the idea not to do the thing that I did, that I made a bad investment with, that I would have been good and without no big failures. But truthfully too, I learned a lot from the loss too. So that made me a better business person. That made me a better decision maker. That made me better in so many different areas that it helped me. So I can speak from both perspectives. When I first started business, I started making good money right away. I didn't go through a bad phase or like a big growing phase or like, I did a year of work and I ain't make no money first and all that. I didn't go through none of that. I started business and I started making $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 a month, 60 days in. And that was my first time running a business, which is not luckily for everybody. You know what I'm saying? It don't happen for everybody like that, but that was my story. That's how I started. I started making money right away, day one. And I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. So I don't think you have to, but I think if you do and you learn from it, it's good.
Are you recording, bro? Can you see that time right there, Smitty? How long say we were recording?
I think it's 125.
I'm recording for an hour and 25 minutes.
Okay, bet.
So this next part I want to ask you. If you need a break, it's fine. We can take a break. But if you got to dive deep into your mentorships, your class, I want to give, if people been watching an hour plus, I think they deserve this.
Okay, bet.
If you can give it to them some game for free, right? And I feel like a lot of times we hear the same information, right? Credit things, the same thing.
Yeah.
And then a lot of things change from COVID or whatever. But in 2025, somebody that had good credit, fucked it up again. They had some money, fucked it up again. They down on their dick. Like they hurt, right? What are some things that you're teaching? And I want you to go through it. I want you to take your time. I say if you need a break, we can. But I want you to go through it step by step. How can they change their life, turn it around, and get some money? Even if it's not get rich. Get a quick come up and then I can invest it and make some real money. How can they do it? Dive deep into your mentor bag, all of that, bro. Give me some game. They've been watching for an hour plus, but they deserve this.
They've been watching for an hour plus. They deserve this. All right. Somebody down bad. All right, let's see. There's a couple angles we can go, man. But I'll give I think the easiest route. The first understanding that the mind frame that they got to get in is you have to learn your way up. Bottom line, that's the first thing I want you. Before I give you any tactical things to do, that's cool and all. Like that, all the money making, all the things I can tell you to do that I'm about to tell you to do is cool. But if you don't grasp this part first, none of that shit matters. You ain't gonna do it. This stuff is pointless for me to tell you. You know what I mean? You have to understand that you have to learn your way up. Only if you can understand that the more ways you learn to make money, you're going to make more money. That y'all should understand within that statement that you need to learn. You know what I mean? A lot of y'all got one skill set and one stream of income that's too close to none. If you can learn more ways to make money, you will make more money. All right. So
what if they say I don't have time? Let's say I'm working. I don't know.
You don't have
making
time.
excuses. I don't know.
You making excuses. You don't have time not to do it. It's just a bottom line, and you have to do it. It's mandatory. It's not no maybe or not. I don't. You don't. Well, the people that say they don't got time, well, you don't got time to get access to 100,000. You don't got time. You don't got time to make the money. Then.
How much time should I devote each day to learning my way up?
It depends on if you got jobs or not, but it should be hours. And if you at the bottom, it should be all day, every day. I was falling asleep. I wasn't going to sleep when I was on my way up. You know what that mean? That mean like each day, the only way that I fell asleep is because I fall asleep. It's not like I get in my bed, put the covers over my body, and I just go to sleep. No, nigga, I'm up every night trying to figure it out. You know what I mean? I'm up every night trying to learn something to figure out what to do, how to do it. So you have to have that dog in you. All right, but so the first concept I want you to admit is get your mindset to be able to learn. Shift your focus to sit your butt down and learn. Don't have that excuse of, I'm busy, I don't got time, man, that stuff hard. All that weird stuff that people be saying is just excuses. If you're going to have those excuses, then you're going to be in the same position you want to be in. And then you're going to stick in that position, then stay there. Just don't listen to me and shut up and just stay stuck and be broke. That's just what you're going to do then. But if you got the mentality to learn, this is the first thing you need to do. You need to pull up your credit report. The foundation has to be built first before y'all go do all this stuff y'all desire and want to do and shiny object syndromes y'all want to do. You got to have money to be able to make money. It's going to be hard for you not to, all right? And you got to have some type of knowledge piece to be able to solve a problem, to be able to make money. That's the only way you're going to make money. So you need to pull your credit report up. And the reason why I'm saying credit before I start is because the credit is going to get you access to the money you need to get into opportunities that you want to get into. The credit piece is the most valuablest piece because then that can get you access to 100,000, 200,000, 300,000. So the smart thing to do for me to tell y'all is, well, if you don't got no money, why don't you focus on the number one thing that can get you access to unlimited amount of money? Well, I'm mad I said it. I was about to ask you, what do you think is the most amount of money that the banks will give you?
Me?
Yeah.
It ain't no limit. Like you said.
I messed up. I said it too early.
Yeah.
I wanted the audience to ask yourself that and understand that there is no cap to how much money the banks will give you. So why do you focus on everything else in the world? And this is the number one thing that can get you access to unlimited amount of money. That don't make no sense.
That's fire.
But understanding that, you got to hear it and understand it first. Everybody focus on everything else. Y'all watch TV, y'all go on vacation, y'all have fun, y'all watch YouTube, y'all go to your boyfriend, girlfriend, club, drink, smoke, all these different things. The number one thing that can get you access to unlimited amount of money, you put that on the back burner. That's stupid. That's dumb. So if you broke down and discussed you at the bottom layer, why would you focus on all the other stuff? That's dumb as hell. Is this the number one thing that gets you access to unlimited amount of money? Focus on that. So that's why I say focus on the credit first. So then, okay, you pull your credit report up. We got ChatGPT and AI now. You pull your credit report up, you get a screenshot of your whole credit report. You can upload it into ChatGPT, and it can dissect all the negative things that's wrong with your credit report for you. This shit is taking all the learning curve out for y'all now. This is crazy now. You enter it into ChatGPT, it finds your negative items, and now you put a prompt in there to say, hey, you looked at my credit report now, you've seen all the negative items, draft me up a dispute against this to be able to clean my credit and use the laws that an attorney would use at court to be able to attack these companies. Right? Word for word, you can just put this in a prompt. Now it's going to disperse you the exact thing you need to do, the exact letter you need to send. All you need to do is print it out and send it to the credit bureaus, or they send you the exact number you need to call, the exact fax number, the exact everything. And all you need to do is do what it tells you to do. So now they send you a dispute that will come from an attorney, you know what I mean, to now attack the negative things off your credit report. So you need to focus on cleaning it until that thing get clean. No ifs and buts about it. Ain't no excuses. Ain't no you getting discouraged. Ain't no you starting, stopping, maybe none of that. It's every day I'm doing this stuff until it's to get clean, period. Ain't no other thing around it. I don't want to have no excuses behind it. Just bottom line, that's it. I'm cleaning my credit so that I can build my credit and then I can go get money from the banks. So what I mean by that is get more credit accounts on your credit report. You need 7 to 10 of those. And it's like the reason why I'm reiterating this because it's stupid to focus on everything or other things to go try to do when this is the thing that can get you access to 10 times with your time you put in it.
Bro, take your time.
You know
That's why I said take your time.
Okay, you said some people's like, you talking about credit because you teach credit. No, I'm saying logically in anything you want to do in the way that you talk about, real estate and all that stuff that everybody can talk about, we talk about. They don't get you access to the money.
So getting other accounts on your credit, right? Yeah. Some would say I gotta pay somebody to do the credit report, but I don't have, like you saying, I can do ChatGPT.
Yeah.
But now I gotta get other credit lines on my account to help boost it.
Yeah.
How do I do that if I can't afford to pay somebody to put their, I don't know what they call, trade lines on my account?
Yeah, then you work a job. I mean, you gotta do something. You can't just do nothing and just poof in the air magical things. You know what I mean?
What about I tell people like call a couple friends that like real friends and be like, yo, can you just add me as an authorized user?
Yeah.
These high limit credit cards, no?
Yeah, so that is like the last thing you need to do. Like
Okay.
first you have to build your own personal accounts in your own name first before you add those on there. So that's like the third thing you need to do.
Okay.
But the first thing you need to do is get your things in your own name first.
Okay.
You can't build off somebody else's name no more.
And that's what people saying, like you could do this self credit strong shit like that.
That's
right?
a part of it. But like, but yeah, so like basically you just want to get different accounts in your name under your own personal name first to build some type of foundation that you can pay companies back on time.
Okay.
I mean, so they want you to do that. And it's like, I know everybody kind of talk about that, right? So that's like beginner stuff, but like, if you could understand how to clean the credit and build the credit, I just want you to understand what opportunities can be created off of that and what type of things you can do now that you have this together and that you focused on it. So now we can go get the money we need. And what I mean by that is most people talk about when talk about going to credit and funding stuff, they just talk about going to get credit cards. And what we do, just go get credit cards because there's no doc. All right, no paycheck stubs, no bank statements, and no tax returns that we go get our money, credit cards. And what I use is those called banking reps. So we get reps inside the banks that we have relationships with to where we do DocuSign applications. So I don't apply online like everybody else. I don't go in banks to get my money. I do what's called DocuSign application. I have a relationship with a person inside the bank to where I request my limits. I don't get approved for limits like everybody else. So that's like a big misconception or missing nugget that people don't know is that we build relationships with people inside the bank and we get funded directly through them and they do the fulfillment of the funding versus going online and apply like a credit card like everybody else. And going
so somebody that just built their credit up can do the same thing? Or
Yeah, they can.
How do they build that relationship with somebody that's in the bank?
So what I do is, personally, I go in the bank, but I do this because I actually make the money. And I learned this because I make the money I make. They start putting you in different rooms and talking to different people inside the bank when you make a certain amount of revenue. So the smart thing for you to do is go in the bank and say, hey, my business is projected to make $1.5 million this year. Who do I need to talk to in the bank to be able to get access to the lines of credits and loans and access to the business products that you guys have? So now when you say that you're in a different revenue mark, they start connecting you with different people inside of the banks now. So now you're talking to the right people, and then all you need to do is talk to the person who handles the underwriting of the credit cards, lines of credits and loans and stuff like that. And the person you want to talk to is like sometimes it's bank relationship manager, or sometimes it's just literally the person. It's not a certain title inside the bank, but it's a person who handles the push through of the approvals or the people that's going to get to approve for the credit cards, lines of credit, things like that.
Now I should talk to this person right after I build my credit, because again, we talk about somebody that's just
you got to build your credit. So this is why it's a step by step thing. It's cleaning it, then we build it up, then you'll get the money. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So if somebody can focus on just that part, then I'm not worried about them having to figure out how to get access to money, because this is your access to money pool thing now. This is your thing you're gonna do to be able to get access to the money you need to make the moves that we can tell you to go make when you got the money now. You know what I mean? So then if somebody can focus on that, man, now you can do what you want to do. You know what I mean? And whatever you desire to do in life. Because it's like I can get access to my $100,000, $200,000, $300,000. And you stack your credit cards up through the banking reps now to be able to get a large amount of money with no documentation. And then now you go leverage that money as a tool to be able to go make you money. So the mistake everybody gonna make is doing dumb stuff. So it's called good debt and bad debt. Your butt gotta use good debt. You can't use bad debt. And you gotta leverage this as a tool to go make you money. So then this comes to like desirably what you want to do. So whatever you want to do and like whatever you wanted to ever do in life. So you gotta come up with some type of idea, some type of concept of something you want to do. Some people always wanted to do car rentals. Somebody always wanted to rent out cars. Somebody always wanted to do real estate. Somebody always wanted to do trucking. You just never had the money, never had the outline of the understanding of how to do what to do. So what's the first thing you do when you get asked the money, Jay?
Invest.
When you get money, what's the first thing you do?
As a regular person?
No, as you. I'm just talking to you now.
Me?
If
the first thing I do
the first thing you do when you get access to money.
First thing I do is try to see how it's gonna make me some more money.
Okay.
Honestly, me. Like,
okay, that's what you think about.
Yeah.
Then what do you do? What's the first thing you do?
Invest it. If it's back in the podcast, if it's in a guest or a fucking camera or real estate, like that's what I'm trying to make me.
Gotcha.
Stocks, something.
So this is what y'all do. You don't go start the business or the investment first. You don't go invest in the business or the investment. You go get the blueprint step by step of how to do it and what to do at a high level first, because you got the money now, right? You go get the coaching and the mentoring first. All right. So everybody's mind goes towards the business and investments, which is a good thing to do. There's nothing wrong with it. But the smartest thing to do is to go get the blueprint, the step-by-step layout, and exactly what to do, step 1 through 10, from somebody that have already did it 100,000 times.
Yeah, it cut the learning curve.
Get the mentoring and learning and coaching first, and then go do the business and investment and invest into the business and all that type of stuff. So I was just sticking in everybody's mind. Go get the information first, and then go start the business and investment or whatever you want to do, because now you have a blueprint to run when you do go start the business and investment the right way first, so that you can avoid the big mistakes.
Yep.
And then you cut the learning curve, like you said. So me personally, you clean your credit up to get money, and then you go get coaching.
So you learn to get the money to learn more.
Yes,
to get more money.
yes. And so then, and if you can use that, just those core pieces, bro, I promise you're gonna be able to make some things happen, because now you're gonna learn new skill sets to be able to put the things in place you need to do to make the money, and to be able to now get up off your feet and to be able to do something. But then it comes with, you gotta put the work in now, though. And now you gotta do the work. And now you gotta, be up every day. Now you gotta be putting in this grind. You know what I mean? And the grind is learning. And then the grind is building the things you need to build. You know what I'm saying? And then so the actionable steps behind that, it's gonna be preferably, but for me, you know what I mean? This is what I did. I went into digital marketing. So I started spending money on ads, marketing, and just getting my brand out there and selling something. You know what I mean? I believe the easiest way into 2025 today is to digitalize your business. It's for you too, Jay. Digitalize your business, bro. This is the number one way to become a millionaire in 2025. And anybody can combat me when it comes to this. I don't give a who they is.
When you say digitalize, what you mean?
So just figure out a way to be able to sell something digitally within your ecosystem. No matter how, who, where, and when you got to do it. Because it's the number one, fastest, easiest way to becoming a millionaire.
Yeah, I was talking to somebody, and they was actually saying, I tried the mentorship thing once, right? Yeah. And it's like, no, you're doing it wrong. I was meeting with my class every week or whatever, right? They like, go record everything. Because I got my PowerPoint, everything. I got everything. Record everything. Put it in one place, like digital, right? And then you sell it like that. It's still a mentorship, but now you selling the classes where it's like, it's a hub, and I can always sell it almost. Like, is that considered digital?
Yeah. So that's digital. So like, digital products is always gonna be one, but you gotta think about this: hosting events so that you can sell tickets online digitally, though. You know what I'm saying? So like, if you host an event, how you gonna sell the tickets though? It ain't on the foot. You know what I'm saying? You ain't out here standing at the corner. I say, hey, come to my event this weekend, to the J event, the J Hill event. Now it's like online, you marketing it digitally to be able to sell tickets digitally. They ain't physically giving you money for a ticket. What they doing? They online purchases and things, right? So events, like you said, courses, mentorships, affiliates. Like it's a way to be able to partner up with 10 different business owners to be able to sell. And it's like, once you digitalize your business and now help solve problems for people that you already solved the problem for yourself, you would make money. You know what I mean? And consulting. I charge $500 to talk for an hour. Right now, if I was like in your position or something like that, I charge $1,000 for an hour for my time right now. That's digital. They just pay me the money, and I make $1,000 all to the pocket. And I just talk for an hour. Man, that's $1,000 an hour right there. You know what I'm saying? Based off my knowledge. So if you can digitalize that and be able to create a lot of different streams of income out the digital taste, bro, there's no other way in the world to make easier, better, faster money than digital. So what I mean by digitalizing is the membership community group, even subscriptions. It's like digital. It's like digital. You know what I mean? That's a digital form of way to create revenue for yourself. And whatever you got to do in 2025 is to put more digital revenue streams of income in your business as much as possible. As much as possible, because this is the fastest way you're going to be able to make money. There's no other way faster in the world to be able to make money, bro. No other way, Jay. No other way. Everybody out here, ain't no other way.
No, that's fine.
You know what I mean? So
that's what I would focus on. Bro. Before you get out here, I got one more question. Yeah. Smitty Da Goat. When you think of the goat gene, right?
Yeah.
All of the goats that's in the world. Do you think the goat gene is something that's inherited, or is something that you're born with? And why? Like something that's passed down, something that you learned, or is it something that's born with?
I don't think everybody just simply born with it. Nope. I don't think it. I think you develop it. And just like me, I I just developed these skill sets to turn me into the GOAT for real. You know what I mean? I had the work ethic. I had the willingness to do the work. When it was time, when time came, I had that, but I didn't have the information. You know what I mean? Because I could have the work ethic, but I can work hard at the wrong thing and think just because I work hard don't mean nothing. You can work hard as hell. You can be the person that just go all in and all that, but if you're going all in on the wrong thing, you still gonna be broke. So I think that you got to develop you being the GOAT now in today's time. But the crazy thing is, it's not super hard no more because of how much information is out here, bro. Now it's on, do you want to become the GOAT or not? Are you willing to put in the work? Are you willing to put in the time? Are you willing to put in the money? Yes or no? Because you ain't going to become no GOAT without doing those things. You know what I mean? You're going to pay either time and money. So I believe you develop that over time. It don't just, you ain't born with it. But I do think when it comes to like, only exception that I would say is the area of exception is like athletes with sports. Like, I ain't gonna lie, some of them is born, luckily from the right parents and the right gene to be able to be 6-7 foot. You know what I mean? To where you're gonna pretty much end up in a good situation when it comes to sports because you just got that gene. But other than that, no, I don't think so.
Well, man, I appreciate you, bro. For real, man. This is a great conversation.
Yes, sir.
Hope you enjoyed it. Hope it was good for you.
Yeah.
Smitty Da Goat, everybody. For you guys that don't know, make sure you follow my guy, Smitty Da Goat, on all social media platforms. Mr. J Hill Podcast is a wrap, man. We out.
Let's get it.
Woo!